Have you ever pondered what truly lies beyond our final breath? Is death the end of our existence, or is it a doorway, a passage into a realm where the essence of our soul is set free? Today, we embark on a journey into one of the most profound and enigmatic texts of Tibetan spirituality, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, known in its native tongue as Bardo Thodol. This sacred work is not merely a guide for the moment of death, but a spiritual map that illuminates the hidden pathways of the soul's transition. Join me as we explore its deep teachings, uncover its mysteries, and discover how these ancient insights can transform the way we live and ultimately how we face the inevitable moment of departure. At its core, the Tibetan Book of the Dead is a guide, a manual designed to assist the soul in navigating the mysterious journey after death. Far from a morbid text, it offers a perspective that invites us to see death as an integral part of the continuum of life, a transformative passage where our innermost nature can finally reveal itself. This sacred work speaks directly to the heart of existence, urging us to confront the unknown with courage and clarity. It reminds us that in death, there lies not only an ending, but also the possibility of profound liberation. The origins of this mystical text can be traced back to the 8th century, to a visionary master known as Padmasambhava. Revered as Guru Rinpoche, he played a pivotal role in introducing Buddhism to Tibet, weaving together the threads of local traditions and profound spiritual insights. Padmasambhava, celebrated for his mystical powers and deep understanding of the nature of mind, crafted this work out of a compassionate desire to guide souls through the tumultuous transition from life to death. His teachings were not intended solely for the moment of passing, but were designed to offer solace, direction, and the opportunity for spiritual awakening, both for those still living and for those who have already departed from their physical forms. Next central to this ancient scripture is the concept of the Bardo. In Tibetan Buddhist philosophy, a Bardo refers to the intermediate state, a liminal phase between the cessation of one life and the beginning of another. This is not a place of eternal damnation or unending bliss, but rather a fluid, ever-changing arena where the soul encounters the results of its earthly experiences and emotions. Within these transitional states, our habitual notions of reality dissolve, revealing an unfiltered essence of consciousness that is at once both mysterious and magnificently clear. The Bardo is a canvas on which the patterns of our past lives are drawn and from which the seeds of our future existences emerge. Bardo Thodol delineates 3 primary stages, or Bardos, through which every soul passes. Each stage is a profound opportunity to encounter the true nature of our existence. Chonyid Bardo, the moment of death. In the first stage, known as Chonyid Bardo, the physical body gradually succumbs to the processes of decay, and the boundaries between the self and the universe begin to blur. At this very moment of departure, the soul is met with a dazzling brilliance, the clear light. This light is not just a metaphor, but an experiential encounter with the unconditioned essence of our being. It is said that if the soul can recognize and merge with this radiant light, it may bypass the subsequent cycles of rebirth entirely. However, for many, the intensity of this encounter can be overwhelming, leading to fear or confusion. The recognition of the clear light is thus both a challenge and an invitation, a call to remember who we truly are beyond the physical form. Chonyid Bardo, the realm of visions. As the initial burst of the clear light begins to wane, the soul enters the Chonyid Bardo, a realm where visions and projections from the mind surface with startling clarity. In this state, the inner world of emotions, memories, and unexpressed desires unfolds in a spectacular display. Here, the soul encounters a host of deities, both benevolent and fearsome. These figures are not external gods, but rather manifestations of our own inner landscape. The peaceful deities symbolize the highest potentials of compassion and wisdom, while the wrathful deities mirror our hidden fears, anger, and attachments. This stage serves as a reflective mirror, offering the soul a final opportunity to confront the illusions it has carried throughout life. It is a stage of profound introspection where every vision is an invitation to recognize the impermanent and illusory nature of our thoughts and emotions. Chonyid Bardo, the cycle of rebirth. In the final stage, known as Chonyid Bardo, the soul faces the inevitable pull of reincarnation. Here, the residual energies of our past actions, our karma, begin to coalesce, influencing the soul's next journey. The process of rebirth is depicted not as a punishment, but as a natural consequence of the attachments and fears we have cultivated during our lives. At this juncture, the soul is drawn toward familiar patterns, often leading to a repetition of past struggles. However, there remains a transformative potential within Chonyid Bardo. If the soul can rise above its conditioned responses and recognize the transient nature of these karmic forces, it may choose liberation over another cycle of rebirth. The clear light is the cornerstone of the Bardo journey. It represents the unadulterated state of consciousness, a brilliance that is free from the dualities of fear, desire, and attachment. At the moment of death, when the familiar confines of the body are stripped away, the soul has the unique opportunity to encounter this primordial light. Recognizing this light is akin to awakening to one's true nature, a realization that can instantly liberate the soul from the cycle of rebirth. Yet, this moment of clarity demands that the soul be prepared, through deep spiritual practice and self-awareness, to see beyond the illusions of the mundane world. The encounter with the clear light is a sublime moment of truth, one that offers a direct path to enlightenment, if only we have learned to trust in our inner radiance. During the Chonyid Bardo, the soul is bathed in a cascade of visions that emerge from the depths of its own psyche. These visions are powerful and multifaceted. On one hand, there are peaceful deities that exude compassion, wisdom, and serene calm. They appear as luminous guides, urging the soul to embrace its inherent purity and to release the illusions of separation. On the other hand, the soul may also encounter wrathful deities, fierce and tempestuous in their appearance. These figures are not malevolent forces. Rather, they are vivid projections of the soul's own unhealed wounds, unexpressed anger, and deep-seated fears. Each vision, whether gentle or formidable, is a reflection of the inner world, the accumulated impressions of a lifetime of emotions and experiences. Recognizing these images as transient and illusory is crucial. By understanding that these are but temporary manifestations of our conditioned mind, the soul can dissolve the power of fear and attachment, opening the door to genuine transformation. In the stage of Chonyid Bardo, the principle of karma comes to the forefront. Karma is not merely a system of rewards and punishments. It is the dynamic interplay of our actions, thoughts, and emotions that shapes the contours of our existence. Every experience, every decision leaves an imprint on our soul. These imprints, subtle yet powerful, determine the conditions of our next birth. In Chonyid Bardo, the soul is irresistibly drawn toward experiences that resonate with its inner state. If fear and attachment dominate, the soul is likely to be reborn into circumstances that mirror those emotions, perpetuating a cycle of suffering. Conversely, if the soul has cultivated love, compassion, and wisdom, it may be drawn toward a rebirth that offers greater opportunities for spiritual growth. Understanding the role of karma empowers us to take responsibility for our lives. It encourages us to live with mindfulness, to act with kindness, and to nurture the qualities that pave the way for liberation. One of the most transformative messages of the Tibetan Book of the Dead is that the journey after death is shaped long before the final moment. The teachings of Tibetan Buddhism emphasize that by cultivating a deep practice of meditation, mindfulness, and detachment, we can prepare our minds for the transitions that lie ahead. By engaging in regular spiritual practice, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This practice not only alleviates the fear of the unknown, but also strengthens our capacity to recognize the clear light when it appears. Preparing for death is, in essence, about living in a way that honors the impermanence of life. It calls us to let go of attachments, to embrace change, and to live with an open heart. When we approach the inevitable moment of departure with a sense of readiness and inner peace, we create the space for our true nature to emerge. Beyond its detailed map of the afterlife, Bardo Thodol imparts an enduring lesson about how we live our lives. The text teaches us to see death not as an isolated event, but as the culmination of every moment we experience. It invites us to recognize the fleeting, ever-changing nature of our existence, and in doing so, to live with greater awareness and intentionality. By contemplating the impermanence of life, we learn to cherish each moment, to embrace both joy and sorrow as essential parts of our journey. The wisdom of the Tibetan Book of the Dead extends an invitation to awaken to the truth of who we are and to let go of the illusions that bind us. It challenges us to live with a deeper understanding of love, compassion, and interconnectedness, a love that echoes in every act of kindness, every moment of empathy, and every courageous step taken in the face of life's uncertainties. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us pause and reflect on the profound truths that the Tibetan Book of the Dead offers us. In its pages, we find not only a guide for the soul's journey after death, but a mirror that reflects the nature of our own existence. It reminds us that life and death are interwoven, that every ending is a beginning, and that the ultimate liberation lies in the recognition of our true self, a self that is boundless, luminous, and eternally free. In the words of the enlightened teacher Bardos, when you die, the only question that matters is, how much did you love? This simple yet resonant question invites us to re-examine our lives. Have we allowed love to guide our actions? Have we nurtured compassion and understanding in every interaction? These are the measures by which our true legacy is defined. The journey through the Bardos, through the moments of dissolving identity, through the vivid interplay of peaceful and wrathful visions, and through the pull of karmic forces, ultimately leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are. It teaches us that death is not to be feared, but embraced as a profound teacher that gently reminds us to live with purpose and authenticity. So, as you continue on your own path, may these ancient teachings inspire you to cultivate inner clarity, to practice mindfulness, and to embrace the inevitable changes with grace and courage. Let the light of awareness shine in every moment, guiding you through both the joys and the challenges of life, until the day you too encounter that magnificent, all-encompassing, clear light. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mysteries of Bardo Thodol. May the insights we've explored today inspire you to live with a deep sense of awareness and love. If this exploration has touched your soul, please share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Subscribe and join our community, where together we continue to seek the timeless wisdom that guides our hearts and souls. Remember, life is a sacred journey, and in every moment, from the first breath to the final exhalation, there lies an opportunity to awaken to our true nature. Until we meet again, may you walk in light, love, and profound understanding.